Australian contract law, when parties reduce their agreement to writing, the written document is presumed to contain all the agreed terms, the principle of completeness or the integration rule. This promotes certainty by discouraging reliance on prior oral statements or informal negotiations. This presumption gives rise to the Parol Evidence Rule. Extrinsic evidence like oral statements, prior drafts, correspondence, conduct, or trade usage cannot be used to add or vary or contradict the terms of any written contract that appears complete. However, this rule is not absolute. Courts may admit extrinsic evidence to interpret unclear terms or address legal issues such as ambiguity, mistake, fraud, rectification, or trade usage. Under the landmark case of Codelfa Construction and State Rail Authority, extrinsic evidence is admissible, but only when the contract is ambiguous or susceptible to multiple meanings. It cannot be used to contradict clear, unambiguous terms. Interpretation is anchored in objective intention. Courts consider what a reasonable person with knowledge of relevant background facts known to both parties would understand, not the parties' subjective beliefs, as confirmed in Toll versus Alpha Farm. Extrinsic evidence may be used in several illustrative scenarios, such as clarifying ambiguous term, proving a collateral oral agreement that induced the contract, demonstrating that the contract was partly oral, or invoking industry custom or interpretation of technical language. Australian contract law recognises 8 key exceptions to the Parol Evidence Rule, including ambiguity, both patent and latent, rectification for mistake, fraud, misrepresentation or illegality, collateral contracts, partly oral or partly written agreements, usage custom or trade practices, condition precedent or escrow arrangements, and subsequent modifications to the contract. Entire agreements or merger clauses are often included to reinforce that the contract represents a complete understanding of the parties. Yet these clauses don't override equitable doctrines such as estoppel, misrepresentation, or rectification, particularly where one party has been misled or there has been a mistake. Practically, the article below advises draft with clarity, including precise merger or exclusion clauses, clearly express that the written document contains all the terms and carefully address any trade usages or implied obligations. Seeking professional legal advice is crucial to the enforceability and imperative strength of your contract. In summary, the Parol Evidence Rule reinforces the finality and integrity of written agreements, but Australian courts maintain a nuanced approach. Where fairness demands it, extrinsic evidence may be admitted to ensure contracts reflect true intentions while preserving legal certainty.